Gentlemen, today I want to talk about what I do and what I might recommend in terms of my health, wellness, and my grooming routine. Now, these are things that I'll do like every day, twice a week, every 2 weeks, that kind of a thing. Now, some of the stuff is going to seem very obvious. I know that, but stick around because I think you might pick up a few things that maybe you didn't think of. First, let me talk about the things that I do every single day just to kind of help take care of myself. First is, of course, shower, shampoo, and shave. Specifically, shaving my face and my neck around my beard. And of course, this should come as no surprise, but I shower, shampoo, and shave every single day, and I would recommend that you do the same. But depending on my schedule, when I'm shaving, I'm either using a razor or I'm using this electric one. Now, if I need to be somewhere and I might be running maybe a little bit late, I'll use the electric one for just a quick shave. Otherwise, I'm generally using a razor. Along with that, I do have a pretty rigid vitamin routine that I haven't talked about all that much on this channel, but I am into vitamins and it's something that I do every single day, morning and night. I will take different vitamins in the morning and then some other different ones at night. I even have this pill carrier gizmo that I bought on Amazon to make taking my vitamins on vacation or when I'm out of town super simple. All right, so I'm gonna go through these pretty quickly because there is kind of a lot and I'm not gonna necessarily go through all the benefits of every single one. Now, feel free to Google all of these vitamins so you can learn something more on your own, but this is basically everything that I take on a daily basis. Okay, starting out with my morning vitamins. First, I take L-citrulline and L-arginine. So these have an immune system benefit and also a vascularity benefit. Next up is vitamin C. This is a 1,600 milligram dose that I take every single morning, and this is the liposomal version. I think that's how you pronounce it. Basically, this is a more absorbable version of a regular vitamin C. I've been taking vitamin C practically my entire life. It's something that I guess I was taught as a young child, so yeah, liposomal vitamin C every single day. Now, this is a brand new one for me that I just started taking a few weeks ago. This is my first bottle, and it's almost gone. So this is curcumin, I think that's how you pronounce it. And this helps brain, heart, and liver function. I watched a video about this not too long ago, and it seemed like something that I could benefit from. So I don't know, there might be some overlaps in what I take, but the benefits of this seem pretty dialed in. So this is a brand new one for me that I take every single day. Next is, what is this? DHEA. So I just had a blood test done a few months ago, and I was deficient, I want to say, in DHEA. And this is something that will hopefully help my blood test on my next round. So we'll see. I also take saw palmetto every single day because prostate. Next is a D3K2 complex. This is really important for a lot of us, especially as we get older. So I like this version. I've been taking this for probably about the last 2 years or so. Now for my nighttime routine, I do take a magnesium oxide. So this is the magnesium oxide. So this is supposed to help you sleep, and it's also supposed to help you stay regular in the morning, if you know what I mean. Basically, this helps you poop in the morning. Now, along with the magnesium, I also take another one of these curcumins at night and another L-citrulline and L-arginine. All right, the next thing I do on a daily basis is some form of exercise. So whether I'm on my treadmill or doing a dumbbell workout here at the house, I try to do something every single day to at least move my body and get some type of exercise. Now, I might not do a complete full body workout every single day because I do full body workouts with my trainer twice a week, but I'll talk about that in the next part of the video. Now let me talk a little bit about my daily protein intake. I start every morning by making a protein smoothie. Now this is roughly 50 to 60 grams of protein and it tastes absolutely awesome. Now I start with maybe a cup or more of milk and then maybe 3/4 to a full cup of sugar-free Greek yogurt, 5 grams of creatine, 1 scoop of collagen, and 1 scoop of protein powder, and probably about 1 cup of frozen berries, like blueberries, raspberries, and blackberries. I blend it all up, and that is a really quick breakfast with a pretty good amount of protein. And I gotta say that one of my absolute favorite things to do right now is cooking steak on the stovetop. I recently got this cast iron pan, and it's been very cool, right? So I generally cook 2 steaks at a time, one for dinner, and then I'll put the other one in the fridge. So the next day for either maybe a late breakfast or like a lunch, I'll chop that steak up into small little cubes, and then I'll scramble it up with like 3 eggs and some cheddar cheese. Once again, that's a ton of protein and it keeps me full like for a super long time. So if I want to snack during the day, I'll grab one of these protein bars. I've talked about these a few weeks ago in a video and a lot of you guys agreed that they were absolutely amazing. Okay, getting into the bi-weekly routine or about the every 3 to 4 day routine. This basically involves grooming and manscaping. Again, this is kind of something that happens about every 3 to 4 days or so, depending, I guess, kind of what I've got going on. But I'll get into my manscaping routine in a minute. But first, let me talk about cleaning up the beard. I like to keep a relatively short length beard with just a little bit of extra length around my chin. But a few years ago, I did experiment with a longer beard. It just got to be a little bit too much for me. But basically what I do is I'll grab my Brio with the number 3 guard. So it's got a 3 on one side and then a 6 on the other side. But everything I do is pretty much with the number 3 guard. But I will move the trimmer head in and out just a few millimeters depending on what I'm doing. All right, you guys, we're gonna get a little up close and personal here and I'm gonna show you exactly how I use this. We'll go pretty fast. But like I mentioned, I use the number 3 guard for my beard, to trim my beard down. And I do like to have the trimmer head like all the way up just to make it as short as possible. So what I'll do, I'm gonna look at myself in the LCD screen. So I'll do this right about to there because I do like to keep this a little bit thicker, if I can see that. So I'm basically going against the grain, going up. Right about there like that. Mustache as well. And then after I do that, I will basically go down on my chin section. And this kind of keeps this area a little bit fuller. If I went this way, it'd be super short. I kind of want to keep this area just a little bit thicker. And that is basically what I do. The motor on this is incredibly strong. The blade is super sharp and the battery life is incredibly long lasting. The cutting range is adjustable in millimeters, and you can also control the RPM of the motor. Now, the new V2 version has a new upgraded display, a travel lock feature, and improved ergonomics and grip elements. It also comes with a 2-year warranty and amazing customer service with a 60-day money-back guarantee. Brio designed this body blade attachment with a ceramic blade that's designed specifically for grooming your body hair. You can pair this up with your 1 to 2 millimeter guard and you'll have the perfect body trimming experience. Once again, this offer is only good while these supplies last, so grab yourself one today by clicking the link in the description and take advantage of this free body blade attachment. Thank you, Brio, as always, for supporting my channel and for sponsoring today's video. So after taking care of trimming up my beard, I'll give myself a complete once-over and take care of any random nose hairs or long eyebrow hairs, and also I'll take care of the hair on the back and the sides of my neck. I'll talk about haircuts next, but in between haircuts, it's always a good idea to do what you can to just trim down the hair on the sides and the back of your neck. You can either use a grooming tool without the guard, or grab something like an electric razor and just go over the back of your neck and then the areas on the sides that you can see. Okay, now on to manscaping, but first of all, man, this is all personal preference and you do whatever you want. But for me, I like to knock down the length of my arm hair and the hair on my legs with a trimmer. But for my stomach and torso, I will use a razor blade because for me, I just don't like a lot of hair on my torso. Now, for my below the belt region, I will use a trimmer on my upper pubes to pretty much take everything down to skin level, but then I will use a razor on my balls to keep that all nice and smooth. And again, this is all personal preference, but just keep in mind that hair traps odors. So if you've got a lot of hair down there, just keep all that in mind. Oh, and I forgot one more thing about my daily routine, and that's that I use ball powder every single day to keep things as fresh as possible down there, and I do recommend it to you. So with the hair on my legs, I generally keep my butt and my thighs pretty short with no guard, but then with everything below the knee, I do want to keep a little bit of length there, so I'll generally use the Brio with the number 1 guard like this. The next thing I do twice a week is I'll go see my personal trainer. And I've talked about this in some other videos recently, but I hired a personal trainer back in January, and it's been pretty cool actually. My guy Logan is an absolute professional and he makes working out a lot of fun. But he also holds me accountable if I don't do what I'm supposed to be doing, and that's exactly what I need. I generally go on Tuesdays and Fridays, but it actually kind of has been fluctuating recently because of my schedule, but my buddy goes on Thursday. So I started going at the same time as he does so we could work out together. And that's always a pretty good time, right? And we can be a little bit competitive with each other. It's all in good fun, but it's nice to have a workout buddy who's just as motivated as I am. Now, something else I've been doing about twice a week during this winter is using a sunless tanning product. I know, super vain, but it is what it is, right? I like to have a slight tan year round. Now, I've talked about this stuff before in some other videos, and I've got really good feedback from a lot of you guys who have tried it. Once again, I'll link to it down below. And if you're curious, I'm using the Ultra Dark. Now, I'm also gonna link to the application mitt and the backstrap. And there's one more thing to note that I do every single week, and that's take my TRT injection. I've done videos about that already, but actually it might be time to make a current update video. So if that's something that you're interested in seeing, please let me know in the comments. Okay, then we have the every 2 weeks routine. This basically consists of me going to my barber and getting a haircut. I'm thankful I still have a good head of hair and then it grows super fast. So I'm in the barbershop every 2 weeks. I've been seeing the same barber for like the last 5 years or so. He knows my hair really well. He knows exactly what I want. Now, sometimes we do decide to grow it out a little bit, and then sometimes we go back to being short. It all kind of depends. Now, one more thing about vitamins. If you guys want a dedicated video about vitamins and supplements and why I take what I take, please let me know by hitting the like button and also leave a comment down below that you want to see the vitamin video. Vitamins are something that I've just been into for quite a while, and I think there's some value in learning some more. With that said, please subscribe if you're not already, and as always, my friends, thank you so much for watching. Live well, and I'll see you in the next one.